What's up, everybody? I'm Zach Sharps as always, and this is episode number 11 of Level Up. This is Drakensang Online, developed by Bigpoint.com, and I'm going to spend about 10-15 minutes, as I always do, checking this game out, and basically shedding the light on some of the pros and cons that this game has. Starting with the pros, it is a fully persistent action-based MMORPG in your browser. It runs on all different browsers that I know. I've maxed on Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Mozilla. So I got a good base to sort of work off of and show what it works on and what it doesn't. So far it works on every browser, although it needs to be optimized a little bit, because one of the cons is the fact that it does crash very often. And what I mean by crash, it doesn't crash your browser, it just crashes the game. It'll say something about graphics not responding, something like that, and I would assume it's going to do that in this video, but I'm just going to stop the recording and re-record and tell you guys when I come back what it did, because I've tried recording this thing all the way through about 3 or 4 times and it's just crashed every single time. One got to around 7 minutes, but then it just crashed. So there is issues with that. I'm not sure if that's just because fraps, because it was working for about 3 hours straight last night without fraps on. So I'm thinking is if you have a heavy load in the background, or if you don't have a really good computer, it's gonna do that to you, or it's a stable internet connection, because I have noticed my fraps does cause internet connection issues, because it does dumb down my CPU a little bit, which will cause lag spikes. Now I don't think that would be cause the graphical issues I've had with the crashes and stuff, but it is one of the plausible examples of the many factors that go into browser-based MMORPGs nowadays. And that's a huge issue in my opinion, and one of the reasons I will be making a level up extra on browser-based MMORPGs, because until we get good enough internet, we really can't make a plausible action MMORPG that a lot of people can play at one time. Now you see a big area like this, and you see people running through it, but this is an instance. Now there are many different little instances and channels and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can switch between them, but they exist, because if I go into a town, there's a lot more people than there is out here, and I think that is because of the instancing that is going on in the game. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that there's no way you could fit a whole huge load of people onto a browser-based MMORPG and not expect lag or something like that to happen. And I've played a lot of browser-based games. I've played even browser-based MMO FPSs inside of the browser. And the reason why I give them the MMO title is because of the fact that they are online and they are in a browser. But if I were doing a review, I wouldn't give them that MMO FPS. Say I would just say online FPS. But I've played a lot of different browser-based games, and the only one that really works, and you guys are going to kill me for saying it, especially my loyal fans, are basically RuneScape. And RuneScape runs so well in the browser. But it's because its graphics are low quality. As you see, these graphics are very good looking. I think they're very phenomenal. I mean, if you zoom in, of course, the textures are blurred, but they're very nice if you're just fully zoomed out like you would be in a normal game. Onto some of the gameplay features. Basically, you're going to get different attacks. You only have 2 classes in the game to choose from, so that kind of sucks, but it's not really a huge game breaker, considering the fact that both the classes are dynamic. In other words, they're different from each other. And what I mean by that is the fact that you have a mage class and you have a warrior class. And the mage class basically is the one I'm playing, and the warrior class is basically a tank and spank type of guy. Basically runs up and slashes a bunch of people and sort of hides your kids and hides your wife, because the mobs be coming up in yaw. So you have a lot of different things, and that's kind of a great thing to have in a game, I mean, in a browser anyways. Even though there's only 2 classes is way better than just one, you know. So you have those 2 classes that allow you to sort of experiment with, like, do you want to be a melee person or do you want to be a mage class? And since it's an action MMORPG, it's really forgiving. And what I mean by forgiving is you could re-roll a character and still have fun with it, because you're just hacking and slashing through mobs. I mean, what's different about experience A with experience B? And there's also really cool mobs in this game. Like, these things are really awesome. Partly just because I could kite and basically elude them, but it's just really cool that they add a variation of mobs throughout different zones as well. I mean, you saw how big the zone was, and it's not loading the entire thing because I'm not, down here, but this is about the overview of the entire zone. And this zone is relatively large. It takes about 1.5 to 2.5 minutes to run through the entire thing, which is a really big area for a browser game. And I stress that a lot because browser games should not be able to do that yet. And since this one's optimized enough, it can do that, which is really awesome. Now, I also want to talk about the community. The community in this game is very awesome. They do defend their own players, and they help out. They help me out a couple times here and there. Because I'll be facing like 15 or 16 mobs, and they'll come over and be like, I'm going to save you, and help me out a lot. And I feel that's really awesome that in action MMORPG, you have people helping each other out. I do expect to get a phone call. Yep, I just got a phone call. Motherfucker. But anyways, back onto the subject of this game and the community. People do not understand. I do not want to be called right now. Jesus Christ. But anyways, the browser game is a very awesome community. You do get to see a lot of awesome happenings and mob encounters. But what really sets this one apart from, say, RuneScape is the fact that its graphics are way better. Its gameplay, in my opinion, is way better because it is dynamic, it is action-based, and it does have that Diablo-ish feel, which I think a lot of people will enjoy and really have a lot of fun in. This game does have a dungeon, but I'm really fearing the fact that I'm using fraps and it still hasn't crashed yet, and I really do not want to go into a dungeon right now and risk the fact of me, losing connection for a moment or something like that, and screwing up the recording. I just got a blue item. Holy crap. It's my first blue item. Magic slippers. Awesome. And I use my crystal of truth to identify that. And bam. Which is kind of weird. You have to identify your different items that you get, which is kind of interesting. I'm assuming they're going to make you pay for those things later on. But it's not all that bad, to be honest, because it does add a different element to the gameplay. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going right now. Yeah, I'm going all the way to the dungeon. So I'm just going to wrap back around here and kill some more mobs to get some pair cutter tools. Just to make sure that I can get that quest done. Questing in this game is very awesome because questing is a little bit more harder than it is in, say, World of Warcraft or Rift or Battle of the Immortals, where it tells you exactly where you're supposed to go. This game does not really tell you exactly where you're supposed to go until you read the quest, which adds a little bit more immersion to the game. I mean, even if you're a person like me who skims through stuff, you're still going to catch a little bit of a story within the game, which is really cool in my opinion, because a lot of games don't do that anymore. They don't really want the community to read because, honestly, people don't want to read, which basically relies back to the laziness of some MMO gamers nowadays. Personally, I like immersion. I like to be able to read some quests here and there and really immerse myself in the content I'm playing. That way I could give a way better look on how the game is and how the story is and basically how the overall experience is. Rather than some of those, some of the other reviewers on the net that just accept. I actually like to see some story here and there and immerse myself within the game's content. That way I have something else to talk about rather than nothing. Now, going back to that subject, really quick about gameplay. As you see, it does lag a little bit. We just saw a little hesitant lag there. I'm running this game at 60 frames a second in a browser. And it does have some limitations. Like I said, it does crash every once in a while, but overall it's a pretty good game. And in conclusion, basically what you can expect from this game is a solid experience from a browser. It probably won't crash in yours since you're not running fraps, but it is crashing mine every once in a while. And I figured out Chrome, Mozilla, and Internet Explorer are the best ones to use. But for the most part, you shouldn't have any problems with any other browser. Maxdon runs this game perfectly fine when I'm not recording, and it's running it perfectly fine right now. Actually, I'm recording in it, but it does have a little bit more issues with browsers that it's not used to. But that's because it's not. It's just a browser game. I mean, that's basically the biggest excuse I could give it, is it's a browser game, and we can't really run high quality graphics engines and with the MMO experience with it. And you're going to see an epic account right here. I have 4 huge mobs running towards me right now, and this is what this game is all about. It's all about skill and basically commitment to the combat, and that's really, really awesome. And I've been looking forward to a game like this for a very long time, and I finally got it, and I'm having so much fun just popping it on my browser, not even have to download anything whatsoever. Don't even need Unity. Unity is not required to play this game. Pop this game open, run Java, there you go. That's all this game is, and I do recommend you check it out at tegan.drakensang-online.com/game. Log in with your Facebook account and get right into playing. I'm your host, Zach Sharps, as always. Check out my Facebook, facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment. I got my Twitter and my Facebook messed up there. And twitter.com/Zach Sharps. So that's facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment and twitter.com/Zach Sharps. I do tweet out videos and send videos to everyone. So if you want to really get the first news rather than having to log into your YouTube account, just go to Facebook and there you go. Make sure to comment and subscribe. As always, sorry this video is a little bit less exciting than the last couple videos where I've actually been a little bit more enthusiastic, but I just did wake up and I have to finish a couple videos today before I go on my vacation. So yeah, anyways, I'm your host Zach Sharps, as always. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys next time. This game's wonderful, check it out. It is a browser based game, so no risk download. Catch you guys next time. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, please post a comment, give us your thoughts on our current video. Like this video because it helps us grow and as a community grow. And subscribe for more Lugo Entertainment. Also, if you want consistent updates regarding the channel, please follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Zach Sharps. And also join our Steam group. I'm your host, Zach Sharps. Make sure to subscribe for an honest insight for everything gaming. Thanks and have a wonderful day.